Body hair on women. I'm tired of talking about it, and I want to know who decided that it was gross and unfeminine. And I'm pissed, so we're gonna find out. And rest assured, I have found the sketchiest website to answer for our questions. Okay, I actually have done some reading on this. And basically, in ancient Egypt, beauty was considered a sign of holiness, and it was closely linked to the concept of divinity. And cleanliness alone was super important to Egyptian culture, so much so that Greek historian Herodotus claimed that Egyptians bathed several times a day. And I think besides the fact that Egypt is extremely hot and having even shoulder-length hair was extremely unbearable, one of the main reasons for shaving was to prevent the spread of lice and a bunch of other diseases, and not to mention that soap was generally not available to the public. The act of shaving was also associated with class or status for Egyptian pharaohs and queens. And Queen Hetepheres herself was buried with a razor among jars of moisturizer, makeup, and perfumes. Girl, if that isn't the blueprint, we gotta bring back being surrounded by all your favorite things, even in death. I love that. But let's talk about where the modern standard comes from, which happened during the turn of the 20th century. So this standard directly aligns with the change in women's fashion at this time. Women started wearing dresses with shorter hems that were sleeveless, showing more body than they did before. And thus, a marketing opportunity was born. And King Camp Gillette wasted absolutely no time creating the first razor specifically made and advertised for women, titled the Milady Décolleté in 1915. They creatively marketed shaving to women as just the newest trend that would complement any ensemble. So shaving didn't actually really catch on as a trend until about 1939. And this is because nylon, that was typically used for a cheap, widespread, easy stocking that women used in fashion, started being used for parachutes for the war. And it became a lot less accessible. And so women had to stop wearing stockings and started shaving their legs. Women were also told that maintaining beauty standards at home would boost morale for the war. God forbid a woman has a break from the male gaze, even during a world war. So women began shaving regularly, and it's a standard that was compounded by pinup girls at the time, which of course embodied the, male gaze beauty standard. And as fashion just continued to get smaller and smaller, and bikinis and Daisy Dukes exposed more of a woman's body, we just continued to shave more and more until it was just the standard. So although shaving itself has a long history, women's standards are relatively new. And in the end, we have war and opportunistic marketing to thank. Let me know down in the comments which